Hey, welcome back to Ramblings of an Old Broad. It's Tuesday, or, well, it's Wednesday in Russia, I guess, because I read that an 8.8 earthquake had hit Russia. Now they're warning about a tsunami, and there's also warnings to Alaska and Hawaii and maybe New Zealand. I'd like to see Russia get wiped out. Shame on me, right? Not all the people there are bad. They're just all under somebody's thumb. Kind of like us. We're under somebody's thumb. And I don't think it's going to get better before it gets worse. I guess Miss Maxwell has asked the Supreme Court to overturn her conviction. I'm sure this is all planned out, and I'm sure it will happen. That will keep Trump, the orange one, from having to pardon her and look any more guilty than he already does. He looks pretty guilty. Yeah. But there are those diehards out there that aren't going to see that. Oh, they'll make excuses and lots of excuses. So we can accept, we have to accept the fact that it's going to go nowhere. There's a lot of scuttlebutt about the elections, gerrymandering, anything that can give Republicans more seats. That's what they're looking for. But the good news is that some of the Democratic states are saying, well, if you do it, we're going to do it too. So I don't know. It may end out pretty even. And that's on the state elections. So if we can keep them fair enough to get some Democrats in the seats and get some of these votes stopped, that would be good. There's just so much backlash. Like the courts, they're getting backlash. They're trying so hard to keep it constitutional, but it's not really working. No. For every step forward, there's 2 steps back. And the only thing that we can do is to try to look for things that will help us, look for things that we can do. I still think the protests are important because I think it's important for them to see that we're not giving up, that we're still out there showing that we don't want this type of government. And I know a lot of you agree with me. We just need to move step by step and, I don't know, try to pretend we know what we're doing. A lot of us don't know what we're doing, but we just try day by day listen to Mr. Global. Listen to Hawk. A lot of people, Hawk I was listening to him last night, and he said he's not going to talk about these killings anymore. These people who go out with guns and just mow people down for sport. He's not going to talk about them anymore. It's not going to make them go away. They did just release all the names of the people that were killed in that January flight. There's something about seeing their pictures, seeing the pictures of those individuals. No, you don't know them, but seeing their picture brings home that these individuals died. And that was that flight that was struck by the military helicopter. And there seems to be so many things like that happening. Planes coming out of the sky, running into each other, almost running into each other. Maintenance issues. Why? Why? Is it because of the reduction of the workforce? I mean, what else could it be? What else could it be? We just have so much blood on our hands. Just so much. People who are important to everyday life and safety being let go from their job. One person doing the job of two people doing the job of four, whatever the case may be, it's causing issues. And it's not going to stop. We've gotten rid of pretty much every department. I don't even want to think about the Department of Education and what that is going to mean to us and to our children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Because even if things are turned around in the next election, it's going to take a long time to rebuild, a very long time. So, doom and gloom. Oh my goodness. Doom and gloom. I'll tell you what to watch. There's these two ladies. Oh my gosh, I've forgotten their names. I've reposted them on my Facebook a couple of times. They give you the news, but in such a funny way. One of them wears these little hands. Maybe they both do. I don't know. These little plastic hands. Anyway, they're hilarious. I'll have to find out their name and let you know. Also, Christina Talks Tea. She does Petty Betty, and that's pretty funny too. So you might look her up. You know what she looks like with the dark hair. So find Petty Betty, and you know, it can be. I'm personally not a comedian, but there are some people who are funny. So, you know, just to take the edge off at the end of the day, take a listen. I love you all. We just got to stay together.